Rona sir, for taking us back to our roots. Now may I request Deepak Jain sir, Conference Chair and Chairman of DMA and ESG Committee, kindly share his thoughts on the floor.
Thank you. So friends, ESG is an awareness, to live our professional and personal life, taking care of the environment, society, and good governance. The concept is applicable not only in our professional and commercial life, but also in our personal life. By living in our personal life and enjoying the world, we need to take care of environment, society, and good governance. And at present, the awareness level is only to the extent of 20 to 30%. And this conference is being convened, and we will be doing it after a period of 6 months or so to increase this awareness level. All other organizations and the government, they are doing this, but we thought that let us contribute our efforts also. So friends, I believe that it is all consciousness. That if we are, अगर जब हम जागरूक हैं, if we are awake, then we normally take care of good governance and the concepts like ESG. So this all depends on our consciousness level. हम कितने जागरूक हैं. For example, some 2,500 years ago, when Siddhartha Gautama became Buddha, someone asked him, "Are you God?" He said, "No, I am not God. I am just awakened. मेरी कॉन्शियसनेस, मेरी चेतना जाग गई है, मेरे को अब समझ में आ गया है लाइफ क्या है." So yesterday, all the human beings, the nature जैसी थी वैसी ही आज भी है, तो मेरे देखने का नजरिया चेंज हो गया है. So he was able to awaken his inner potential, his consciousness, his higher self, the God inside us. So वही little bit हम लोगों को करना है कि हम लोगों को अपने आप को अवेयर करना है that we need to spread good governance to reach to a developed India, a developed nation, a developed world. And we need to take care of the society. We need to take care of the environment. Recently, we have a very huge successful G20 event, and if you remember, the G20 event, it revolved around ESG. If you see the Delhi Declaration, the G20, it has taken care of the much debate. They deliberated on environment, climate change. The developed countries have given themselves a target to become net zero by 2050. I think India has given a target of, I believe, 2070. So this is one concept. Then society. For society, we have done one of the biggest achievement India has done for society. Any guess? Inclusive growth. Social inclusion में जो government Prime Minister नरेंद्र मोदी बात करते हैं. So he has made his efforts by including African Union in the G20. So it is one of the biggest achievement of India by including the African Union, the poorest countries. That is an example of including the society. We call it inclusive growth. And then on governance, the government, the India, they have made all the efforts that they put their maximum emphasis on all the world organizations, multilateral organizations. They need to introduce reforms and good governance in them to become the organizations with the new scenario, in the new age. World Bank, United Nations, IMF, Asian Development Bank, they all need to revamp themselves, and the process is on. So the government, the G20 has taken care of ESG. So it is such an important topic now, ESG, that India and the world over, wherever any platform there is any discussion, ESG is invariably one of the constituent. So friends, DMA की ये कोशिश है कि हम लोग इसको concepts को आगे ले जाएं. And again, I would say this all depends on our consciousness. And if we are unconscious, there are leaders in the world who are unconscious. I believe when they wage a war against another country, and all the world indirectly or directly supporting that war, and it is hurting our environment. We are losing lives. I believe more than 1 lakh lives we have lost. in the world over, and around $300 billion we have wasted in the war. I mean, this kind of money could have wiped out the poverty in the majority part of the world. So friends, the new management of DMA, which took over in January 23, they decided and constituted this ESG committee. And I appreciate the management committee of DMA, they constituted this committee. And I appreciate Dr. Yogesh Mishra, the president, who reposed confidence in me and requested me, asked me to take it ahead. So, my dear friends, and in this committee we constituted in the month of April, Samit Gambhir, C.S. Sanjay Gupta, and Dipan Mataji, she is not here. Praveen Kanji, he is not here. Supriya Sharma is here, and Mr. Raj Chawla is here, Central Council member and ESG committee member and DMA management committee member also. So हम लोगों की कोशिश रहेगी कि हम कुछ ना कुछ ESG में करते रहें and कुछ ना कुछ सपोर्ट गवर्नमेंट से भी लेते रहें. डॉक्टर गिरमानी हमारे साथ हैं. We will be in touch with him for future guidance, and that is all which I wanted to say. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you.
Because the organizers, the secretariat has arranged this video, and मैंने भी आप देखी है, and it is really giving a shocking facts, and mind पे जाके इधर से अटैक करता है कि वो ये होने वाला है. Because we are all running a race, you know, materialistic race. We are busy in our profession, we are busy in our business life and personal life. So many problems. Sometimes we live a miserable life, and in any such presentation, people ask me, "ठीक है, sustainability, climate change, and all, but to do about our problems, we have to earn our living, we have to balance our life, we have to live a life where we have to take a relationship and all. But we need to manage this also, because जब कल को planet की जैसे समीर जी ने बोला कि we have to leave a planet for the future generation. बच्चों के लिए हमको planet छोड़ना है. A good planet, livable planet, not money. Normally we used to leave this planet कि बच्चों के लिए पैसा रहे. इस साथ we need to leave a good planet also. So friends, we again all welcome you here, and I appreciate all of you who have joined here and spending their valuable time attending this important summit. I would like to applaud you, all of you, because you realize that this is an important topic and you are here. I appreciate you all. And friends, this ESG committee was constituted last year when Dr. Yogesh Mishra given us this responsibility to take it ahead. I always appreciate Dr. Yogesh Mishra and the management committee of DMA for taking this initiative. Mr. Amit Arya is here, our secretary, and Mr. Narendra Gupta is also here. So I really appreciate all the DMA committee members, including our all the office bearers, for constituting this committee. So friends, we know India and the world are facing at present this two critical challenges at present. One is climate crisis and the another is, any guess? Artificial intelligence. And sometimes it becomes critical, challenging to foresee which of the challenges is more critical. And wherever we can take decisions, approaches, wisdom-based approach, we need to aware ourselves, our consciousness, that and simultaneously climate change and artificial intelligence, they offer us a good opportunity also. As a motivational speaker, we used to say that every adversity brings some opportunity. So climate change also brings some opportunity, like we now need to shift to the renewable energy sources. We call it wind energy, solar energy, and other like source of energy, which is clean energy, which is not emitting pollution when we produce electricity with the help of coal. Now we need to shift it to renewable energy sources. And India and the world has given themselves target. For example, in India, we have given us target that by 2030 we will produce, I believe, 500 gigawatt of energy with the help of renewable sources. And then it also gives us an opportunity to shift to the circular economy. Circular economy is a very, very good concept. When you read it, you will realize, and it can give us employment to a lot of people. We have a panel discussion on circular economy also, and then lastly, I say that it gives us an opportunity to go back to our roots. Roots meaning, friends, we are Homo sapiens. We acquired cognitive ability 50,000 years ago. We got the wisdom, the thinking ability 50,000 years ago. Before that, we used to live in forests with the animals, with all those different species. But when we got cognitive ability, we shifted ourselves, we became intelligent. And when I was reading, I went through that wherever these Homo sapiens go after acquiring the cognitive ability, the animals, some rare species, they start extinct. Somehow with our intelligence, we were not letting them survive, if you read the history. But now this climate crisis gives an opportunity to embrace those animals, those forests, oceans, our nature. We need to embrace them, we need to take care of them. Rabindranath Tagore once said that we are the only intelligent species in this world, in this planet, who can think, who has wisdom. So it is our responsibility that we should take care of the environment, the nature, the universe, the animals. And when we acquired the cognitive ability, since then we have been using these animals sometimes mercilessly, and they are serving us patiently. We mold them with our intention. हम जैसे चाहे उनको मोल्ड कर लेते हैं. नहीं, हम कई बार देखते हैं, हम जैसे हम किसी हॉर्स को यूज कर रहे हैं, ये टांगा गाड़ी, जब बच्चे थे तो उसको एंजॉय करते थे. I recently went to बोध गया, वहाँ पे एक जगह पे जाने के लिए कुछ गाड़ी अलाउड नहीं है, you can go only by टांगा. When I sit on this and the horse was riding, वो सोच रहा था यार ये horse ये भाग क्यों नहीं आता ये सब कुछ छोड़ के, ये क्यों सहन कर रहा है, वो उसको मार रहा है, वो चल रहा है. तो आज की डेट में हम सोच सकते हैं, थोड़े मैच्योर हो गए हैं, तो सब समझ में आया कि यार ये बचपन से ही उसने ये सब देखा है करते हुए, उसका यही है, उसको खाना, उसको चारा मिलेगा, वो ये करेगा, बचपन से ही उसकी लाइफ ऐसी है. तो सारे एनिमल्स को हम बचपन से ऐसे ही ट्रीट करते हैं, एंड हम थोड़ा बहुत हम कंसिडरेट हो सकते हैं. पोल्ट्री इंडस्ट्री के बारे में पढ़ रहा था, जब से डॉक्टर मिश्रा ने ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दी है, तो मैं थोड़ा ये सब चीज़ें पढ़ता रहता हूँ. तो पोल्ट्री इंडस्ट्री के बारे में पढ़ रहा था कि हाउ वी ट्रीट हैंस, चिकन हम किस तरह से ट्रीट करते हैं. हम आई नो एग इज ए न्यूट्रिशियस प्रोडक्ट, but sometimes we treat them mercilessly. So friends, I mean, this is just a few ideas that we should take care of our planet and these nature animals. The point is that we need to awake ourselves, our consciousness. And this many times when in the international conflicts, there are countries who are waging war on each other. These also create unnecessary pollution. And जितनी हम कोशिश करते हैं वो उस वार की वजह से पीछे रहते हैं. कई बार मैं सोचता हूँ कि ये those who wage a war against another country are they conscious? उस बात को रियलाइज कर पा रहे हैं कितना नुकसान कर रहे हैं वो. So politics, geopolitics, and in the politics all over in India, in the world, it sometimes creates problem. This summit is being conducted to awake us, to awake myself also. कई बार मेरे को लोग बोलते हैं कि मैं बोलता हूँ, स्पीच देता हूँ, कुछ बोलता हूँ, यार आप सब चीज़ों को फॉलो करते हो, आप स्पीच दे रहे हो. मैं कहता हूँ कि मैं अपने आप को ही बोल रहा हूँ जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, बिकॉज व्हेन आई स्पीक इट गोज इनसाइड माय सबकॉन्शियस माइंड. एम आई राइट? So it is important कि we meet and we spread this awareness, this consciousness. And friends, मैं कई बार ये भी सोचता हूँ कि ये why this happens, why this climate crisis happens, why this unsustainable things happens. हम ऐसा क्यों करते हैं? तो थोड़ा सा पढ़ने के बाद रियलाइज हुआ, the more we are slave to our five senses, the more unsustainable we become, the more unconscious we become. If we have become slave to our senses, so थोड़ा सा ऊपर उठें, सिक्स सेंस को भी रियलाइज करें, कॉन्शियसनेस को भी रियलाइज करें, हायर सेल्फ को रियलाइज करें, हायर कॉन्शियसनेस को रियलाइज करें, सोचें बुद्धा और महात्मा गांधी का नाम हम क्यों लेते हैं? These were नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग्स ही थे मेरे हिसाब से तो सब। गांधी जी ने भी बचपन में कॉलेज में बहुत शरारतें की थी when I was reading his autobiography and but suddenly he became महात्मा। क्या हुआ? उन्होंने अपने हायर सेल्फ को जगाया। बुद्धा भी पहले शादी की, फैमिली थी, but he went for meditation and all and he awakened his higher self। उन्होंने अपने अंदर के ब्राह्मण को, गॉड को जगाया। तो थोड़ा बहुत उन्होंने 100% किया। हम लोग 5, 10, 15% भी करें, अपने लिए करें पहले, फिर फैमिली के लिए, फिर पड़ोस के लिए, फिर अपनी सिटी के लिए, फिर नेशन के लिए, वर्ल्ड के लिए। आप सब लोग आए हैं, आई अगेन अपलॉड ऑल ऑफ यू। आप लोगों ने आके हमको सपोर्ट किया है। सो डीएम में को थोड़ा सपोर्ट करें, मिल के आपकी कोई सजेशंस हैं तो दें। अमित जी यहाँ पर हैं, अमित वर्मा जी फ्रॉम नीति आयोग। तो अमित जी ने हमको इनवाइट किया है नीति आयोग में कि हाउ दे कैन गाइड अस। दिस इज ऑल व्हाट आई वांटेड टू से। एंड आफ्टर दिस सेशन मैंने निधि को बोल दिया है कि यू टेकिंग ए क्लाइमेट प्लेज। तो दोबारा से रिमाइंड करा रहा हूँ, भूल ना जाएं। आफ्टर मिस्टर अमित वर्मा दिस सेशन वी विल टेक ए क्लाइमेट प्लेज। थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स, थैंक यू।
To invite CS Deepak Jain sir, Summit Chair, Chairman DMA ESG Committee. With over 28 years of experience, he has excelled as a corporate secretary, serving as VP CS at United Limited, and later on as an advisor. Passionate about learning and development, he transitioned into HR training and development, delivering presentations on topics like good governance, leadership, work-life balance. Currently, he offers comprehensive corporate law consultancy services, specializing in Companies Act, SEBI Act, and IBC. His dedication to continuous learning is evident through membership in esteemed associations and committees. His qualifications include BCom, PG in Diploma in Personal Management, and fellowship from ICSI.
It's okay. Thank you. Thanks for the kind introduction. And, the Friends DMA ESG committee, it was constituted last year, and since then this ESG committee has been doing various sessions, various awareness sessions at various platforms, including schools and colleges also. In various colleges, in the last 1 year, we did at least more than 20 colleges, and wherever possible, it is our drive. And then today's topic is consciousness. This topic, as we discussed with the here in the school, that we normally discuss sustainability, we discuss corporate governance, we discuss CSR. But at the end of the day, we found that awareness has not catching up. We have been discussing good governance for the last 30 years. Suresh ji is here, and then but still we find loopholes. Still we find in each month we find in the newspaper there's something is wrong with such corporate and whatever. So we wanted to discuss consciousness, and unconsciousness. If a person is unconscious, then that means, for example, if a leader wages a war against another country, so he has not taken that decision in consciousness because he has not realized the consequences of that war. Human lives, loss of human and environment will be suffering, and then the loss of money also. As per one estimate, more than $700 billion have been spent in various one war. This has been going on for the last 1 year. That amount could have been spent for eradicating poverty in EU, in African Union. You know, if you read about the African Union, there are lot of poverty there. So we take various decisions, as a leader, which are unconscious decisions. And then जैसे सर ने बताया कृष्णा के बारे में, I normally give examples from Gita and Buddha also. When someone asked 2500 years ago Gautam Buddha that are you God? He said, no, I am not God. Just my consciousness has awakened. So the consciousness is so important that he said कि मैं भगवान नहीं हूँ, मेरी consciousness जाग गई है. So if we are conscious, if our higher self is, if I am moving towards my higher self, so I take all the decisions in the right perspective. I see that my decision is not affecting others.
and this is a very challenging time, my dear friends. We all know, because of various things. Climate crisis is a huge problem. We will see how it will unfold. It will be very difficult to be a just transit. We all know जो transition बड़ा difficult रहेगा, because various jobs will be lost and various new jobs need to be created. And then we have a challenge of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, climate crisis, infotech and biotech. These all will create a new India, and this change will be very fast. हम लोगों को मेरे ख्याल से इन फ्यूचर में अपनी लाइफ में 3-4 कैरियर्स बदलने पड़ेंगे. इतनी तेजी से एनवायरनमेंट वर्ल्ड चेंज हो रहा है, बिकॉज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, बिकॉज ऑफ क्लाइमेट, बिकॉज एंड दिस पैंडेमिक. बार महीने में एक न्यूज़ टीवी पे आ जाती है कि एक और वायरस पनप रहा है, and this could be dangerous than the earlier virus. So we have to be conscious and we have to build ourselves to face any future challenges. And the responsibility lies to all of you. I was reading the profile of the participants and speakers. They are all leaders in their perspective. They are company secretaries, they are cost accountants, they are members from the ISTD, who is a training and development organization who train the individuals. Deepak ji are here. So you need to develop yourself to guide the masses. ये responsibility हम सब की है, friends. So that is why the topic being chosen, discussion with this school and the JNU. And friends, 2023 was the hottest year so far in this world of 1 lakh years history. And 2024 recently we faced various crises. Climate crisis in Afghanistan. We said in the last 1 month in Afghanistan we experienced flood, worst flood. Thailand, heat strokes. It killed more than 100 people in Thailand. First time this happens. Forest fires in Uttaranchal and other parts of the India and in the abroad also. It is creating havoc. And then uneven weather in India. जहाँ rain की जरूरत है वहाँ rain नहीं हो रही, जहाँ जरूरत नहीं है वहाँ हो रही है. In the first week of May we saw snowfalls in some part of the Himachal Pradesh. In the first week of May. So this is uneven weather, my dear friends, and then again responsibility lies to all of you. Even in South Brazil there was flooding, Russia there was flooding. So we all need to awake ourselves. We need to find the solutions. And I appreciate again JNU for taking this topic. And then I appreciate ICSI who has joined. That their leadership is clear. That anything on sustainability, good governance, CSR, they really support us. And I appreciate Suresh ji because he is the council member heading the leadership in ICSI. And then ICMAI, Gupta ji यहाँ पे हैं, so they are supporting this, and Air Council, CSR Times, many organizations, speakers, जिनसे भी हमने request करी है, speakers से, participants से, they are all here. I really appreciate. So my dear friends, if we again go to the consciousness, we all need to change our lifestyles also. It is not a question कि मेरे पास पैसा है या नहीं. It is a question of survival now. So I recently bought one car. It was a hybrid car. So someone said कि when I was distributing a sweet that भगवान करे 2 साल बाद एक बड़ी गाड़ी लें आप. तो मैंने कहा मेरे को क्या करनी है बड़ी गाड़ी है. Why should I purchase a 2500 cc car if I can manage it with a 1500 cc car, and that was a hybrid car technology which is emitting less pollution. So there is no point if my job does not require that I need a superior vehicle of 2500 cc. I should not go for it. And the students and all should have electric vehicles. And then eating habits भी हम लोगों को change करनी पड़ेंगी. We need to see कि which food is requiring more energy. So we need to change our eating habits also. Our lifestyles, clothes, and we need to shift to the circular economy. We call it recycling. We call it reducing the use. We need to change our lifestyles. We need to waste. We need to minimize the waste. We need to reduce the consumption of plastic. प्लास्टिक को हम जितना भी कितना अवॉइड कर सकें वो जरूरी है माय डियर फ्रेंड्स. अपने घरों में जहाँ पर भी आप देख सकें कोशिश करें. नहीं तो 50 साल बाद 25 साल बाद ही ये होगा कि हमारे स्टोमक में यू विल फाइंड माइन्यूट प्लास्टिक्स. Because in the samundar, if you see in the ocean, if you read, 25% of the weight of the ocean is plastic. We threw plastics and it finds species in the ocean. 25% of the plastics goes there. How it goes there, I mean, so friends, consciousness, unconsciousness, and for the last 10 years I have been doing various studies. I found that when we are slaves to our senses, जब हम सिर्फ अपने 5 senses के ही slave रहते हैं, then we are more unconscious, then we are more unsustainable. Because we are not able to control ourselves, we do waste, we eat, and then we do various other things which leads to various unsustainably unconsciousness. So it is very important, at least the youngs को तो मैं नहीं इतना बोलता, but when you reach 50 plus, then we should develop the habit to control our senses and move towards higher consciousness. जैसे सर ने गीता की बात करी, बुद्धा, हमको सोचना चाहिए कि अगर जो किसी ने बोला कि यार हम महात्मा थोड़ी हैं, हम क्यों अपने आप को डेवलप करें. तो ऐसा if Buddha has developed himself 100%, अगर जो हम 10% भी अपने आप को डेवलप करें ना उस लेवल पे, so we can create a heaven, I believe, in India and the world. 10% भी अगर जो हम अपने आप को उसमें डेवलप करें. So friends, and ego and unconsciousness, these are two similar words. If we have ego, we are unconscious. Because ego की वजह से ही वार होती है. All the conflicts happens because of ego, I believe. All the conflicts happens because of ego. So friends, the last step I would say that we all need to evolve ourselves, develop ourselves. Leaders हम हैं, हमारी responsibility है सोसाइटी को आगे ले जाने की. जो challenges हैं हमको देख, company secretaries, they are key managerial persons. I again and again recommend that आप leader हैं तो आपकी responsibility है कि हम masses को develop करें. सबसे पहले अपने आप को develop करें. We are having another round table conference after 15 days. हमने इसका टॉपिक रखा है self and sustainable development. तो किसी ने पूछा इसका टॉपिक ये क्यों रखा आपने? तो ऐसा कि self पहले अपने आप को डेवलप करो, तब आप sustainable development में जाओगे. It is very important कि हमको ये भी देखना है कि मैंने अपने आप को कितना डेवलप किया है. So as usual, in the end I used to request all the participants to take a pledge. So here again I will request all the participants to take a pledge. I will request and before that I will make one announcement that here anyone who thinks that he or she has been doing, either he is a student or whatever, he or she has been doing something good on climate, on sustainability, then please give your names to Kavita and Jyoti. We will acknowledge them at the valedictory session. I repeat this. आप उनको अपनी पर्ची दीजिए कि आप अच्छा कर रहे हैं, हम एक्नॉलेज करेंगे. तो मैनी टाइम्स मैंने ये भी देखा है सर कि कई बार कुछ लोग अच्छा करते हैं पर उनको एक्नॉलेजमेंट नहीं मिलती और फिर वो अपना छोड़ते हैं कि छोड़ो यार, कुछ हो नहीं रहा, कुछ फायदा तो हो नहीं रहा, हम नहीं कर पा रहे. सो इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि वी गिव एक्नॉलेजमेंट हूसोएवर डूइंग गुड वर्क. तो आई विल रिक्वेस्ट जो भी थोड़ा बहुत भी आप कर रहे हैं उसको दीजिए कविता एंड ज्योति को. वी विल एक्नॉलेज योर कंट्रीब्यूशन. हो सकता है हम आज एक्नॉलेज करें जेएनयू में, जेएनयू की एक अलग रेपुटेशन है, अगर जो हम आज एक्नॉलेज करें तो हो सकता है आप अपने आप को नेक्स्ट टाइम में कुछ और अच्छा कर पाए, और अच्छा कर पाए. ऐसे ही ह्यूमन बीइंग डेवलप होते हैं, ऐसे ही ह्यूमन बीइंग डेवलप होते हैं. मेनी टाइम्स आई फाउंड दैट समवन केम टू मी वंस, वन फादर होता है ना, पेरेंट्स की एक चिंता रहती है बच्चों को क्रिटिसाइज करने की. तो सर जो दीपक जी मेरा बच्चा जो है ना मतलब बिल्कुल नालायक है, पढ़ता नहीं है, ये वो लॉट ऑफ मैंने उनको से कहा कि आप अच्छा मेरी बात मानोगे अगर जो मेरे से पूछ रहे हो तो कि हाँ, कि आज के बाद ना बच्चे की तारीफ करना शुरू कर दो. And to see after 3 months क्या होगा. Magic will happen. When you appreciate someone, it really works. He develops. So we will acknowledge the person who are doing really good. And now I will request that. And हमारे पास टाइम है तो 5 मिनट की हम एक वीडियो रन करेंगे सस्टेनेबिलिटी पे, ESG पे. सबकॉन्शियस में वो जाता है. जब अपने घरों पे कुछ एक्शन लेते हैं तो वो दिमाग में याद दिलाता है कि यार आपने प्लेज ली है. अगर जो 10% भी वो फर्क पड़ा तो 10% 20% में ही सब कुछ हो जाता है. So friends, we all the participants, please take your hands forward and do it sincerely. Please do it sincerely. आपको शर्माने की जरूरत नहीं है.
We all the participants of this summit hereby commit to integrating sustainability into our leadership and organizational strategies. We pledge to drive progress towards a sustainable and equitable world. By taking this pledge, we commit ourselves as leaders to be conscious of our impact on the planet. We promise to uphold these commitments and to inspire others to join us in this crucial endeavor. Thank you friends. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Now I will request for a video to be done. मेरा से वहाँ की लाइट क्लोज कर दें. वहाँ की लाइट क्लोज कर दें. वहाँ की लाइट क्लोज कर दें. Anyone?
Seen from space,
Please
our
close the
planet
lights.
looks calm,
कर सकते हैं तो clean
magnetic, focused on rotating and revolving around the sun. But when you zoom in, it's a different story altogether. The planet that nurtured the human race for billions of years is now at its mercy. Firstly, humans overpopulated the planet. We understand that every life is precious, but there are 8 billion of us on Earth. Experts say that we are way too many. Way too many more than this planet can sustainably carry. Many say that the planet has a capacity of 9 to 10 billion people, and we are closer to hitting this mark than we think. In fact, there will be 10 billion people on this planet in about 33 years. Currently, humanity is using the equivalent of 1.75 Earths to provide for itself. This means we're living on one planet but consuming the resources of almost 2 planets. We are exploiting resources like we're never going to run out, but more on that later. Coming back to overpopulation, how many humans can this planet sustain? Well, the planet reached its limit 53 years ago. In 1970, there were 3.7 billion people on the planet, less than half the population of today, and just about enough for the planet to sustain. Ever since then, humans are living on what's called an ecological debt. This means our annual demand of resources is way more than what our planet can naturally provide in a year. This is a loan of sorts, and who will repay it? Our children and grandchildren and their grandchildren. That is, if we leave anything on this planet for them to have. In the 19th century, the UK economist Thomas Malthus shared his perspective on overpopulation. He argued that populations inevitably expand until they outgrow their available food supply. He believed that disease, famine, war, or calamity would reverse the population. We understand that Malthus was a controversial personality, but his pessimism on overpopulation may hold some truth. Now, let's talk about the most important natural resource, water, or maybe we should say fresh water. Humans cannot live without drinking water longer than 3 days. We get fresh water from glaciers, lakes, reservoirs, ponds, and streams. Fresh water is central to our being. We drink it, we use it to grow crops, we use it in the manufacturing and energy industries. Fresh water prevents erosion. It provides natural protection from flooding. And do you know when we are going to run out of fresh water? Experts say in 16 years. Yes, we are likely to run out of fresh water in less than 2 decades. How do we prevent it? We need to drastically reduce our consumption. We need to stop the continuous exploitation and pollution of our freshwater bodies. Needless to say, easier said than done. What about soil? Soil essentially puts food on our plate. If there's no soil, there's no food. It naturally purifies water, protects us from floods, and tackles droughts. Basically, it's our life support system. Humans have managed to ruin soil as well. Deforestation, overgrazing, intensive cultivation. These are just a few practices that have caused some irreversible harm to the soil. We say irreversible because it takes hundreds of thousands of years to form an inch of topsoil. Topsoil is one of the most important elements in food production. With over 8 billion mouths to feed, we need to double our food production, but resources are scarce. We are losing 75 billion tons of topsoil in a year. What about air? No good news there either. The air that we breathe is dangerously polluted. According to the World Health Organization, 9 out of 10 people breathe polluted air, and it adds up. In order to cater to over 8 billion people, we need industries. These industries produce goods that we think we need to go about our daily lives. In that process, industries pump out dirty emissions. They mix with the air and enter our lungs. Air pollution is called a silent killer. It's the 4th leading contributor to early death. The current levels of greenhouse gas emissions are very high. In 2021, it was predicted that our planet has about 11 years to cut emissions if it wants to avoid dire climate conditions. There is a 50% chance that temperatures will rise by 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2033. By 2043, it will jump by 1.7 degrees Celsius. And by 2054, the temperature will rise by 2 degrees Celsius. And when that happens, the world will witness catastrophic conditions. Nearly 3 billion people will likely slip into chronic water scarcity. Now, let's try to answer an important question. How long until global warming makes our planet uninhabitable? About 30 to 50 years. This isn't our projection. NASA says that some regions of the planet will not be habitable in 50 years' time due to climate change. So yes, our planet looks mighty, but the devil is in the detail. We are turning the planet into a giant ball of trash. We're making the planet sicker. Our aim here is not to alarm you or instill fear. Our aim is to educate you about what's going on outside the comfort of your home and how it might impact you. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "There's enough for everyone's need, but not for everyone's greed." Our greed has driven us to a point of no return. And if projections are to be believed, the doomsday is just around the corner.
So friends, it is an honor to host such a distinguished gathering of leaders and experts from the industry, from academia, and I appreciate your wisdom and humbleness to join this conference, this roundtable conference, and we hope to have some good brainstorming and discussions. I would like to run one PPT over there, so आपको ये थोड़ा सा कैसे करोगे, कैमरे को एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा. We hope to have some enlightening discussions in the session because we are having good leaders from the industry. You are all very good leaders, and who will speak first, and then we will all speak in the first round, maybe not more than 10 minutes, so that we can have a second round also, and 5 to 10 minutes first round, then second round, and then we will see if the time left. Everyone can put their suggestions, their inputs. आप लोग भी सब अपने सजेशंस दे सकते हैं. दीपक जी हैं यहाँ पे, हर कोई all should get some time to speak. So let us be brief, concise, to the point. So friends, the topic is self and sustainable development. Self, self is a combination of our personality. Our personality is a combination of our thoughts, our emotions, our values, our perception, our respect, what respect we have for others, reverence, mindfulness, and all. These are our qualities, and our self is built up of these emotions and qualities. Next, please. And self-awareness, if we know about ourselves, our personal journey many times, और जैसे अभी संजय ने बताया कि we started in ESG committee 15 months ago, and then in this process we are all learning and developing. Before 15 months हम लोग इतना ध्यान नहीं रखते थे. Supriya also knows, she also developed herself as a sustainability leader during that period. Sometimes personal change results into sustainable development for the society, for the nation, for the whole. If we can develop ourselves more, we can contribute to the society. There are many instances in the India and the world where self-exploration, personal journey led to the society uplift.
Yesterday also I was delivering one session in one forum. Dr. Supriya was also there. We were quoting that girl, teenager from Sweden. Greta Thunberg, yes. So when I was reading about her, इसमें आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, we are able to hear.
When I was reading about her, so in the childhood she was facing autism. So she was not able to speak properly, whatever consequences of an autism behavior, her cognitive ability was not working, and then suddenly at the age of 10 years, she started developing interest in the environment. And she devoted herself to the environment, reading, spreading her, wherever she can protest, doing protest at school level, college level, wherever. And in this process, she developed herself, and now she is making presentation before the United Nations. So, it becomes very, very difficult when you are facing one problem, autism, and you are delivering a presentation before the United Nations. So, I believe somehow, somewhere, when she अपना उस autism को भूल कर, and she was devoting her time towards environment and all, and she developed herself, and she's making news. She really she got various awards. In fact, Donald Trump, he was speaking against her that मेरे को तो इनाम नहीं मिला, इसको इनाम, she is getting the awards. And he said that she needs to work upon her anger. So sometimes she did speak in anger about that, what politicians are doing. So it do happens that our economic interest, our political interest, may हम कई बार we forget the sustainable development, sustainability many times. And we will discuss this third way, because Dr. Shruti ने बात करी behavioral change. So behavioral change is very important. When I was coming with Mr. Johari के साथ हम लोग, we are coming from DMA, तो जौहरी साहब भी बात कर रहे थे behavioral change की. So behavioral change is very, very much important. And I believe when we develop ourselves, after some time, we develop a feeling to take care of others. We develop a feeling to take care of the society, of the environment. So this is automatic, this is autonomous. जब हम अपने आप को डेवलप करते हैं, अपने हायर सेल्फ को डेवलप करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ़ ही गांधी जी की हम सब बातें करते ही हैं, तो ही व्हेन आई वाज रीडिंग अबाउट हिम, तो ही वाज ए जर्नी, ही वाज ए वेरी गुड रीडर. मतलब उनकी पेरेंट्स उनको महाभारत, रामायण वगैरह सुनाया करते थे, वहीं से उन्होंने काफ़ी कुछ सीखा. एंड धीरे ही स्टार्टेड रीडिंग मोर एंड मोर बुक्स. एंड द मेन थिंग मैं सबसे ज़्यादा इनकी इसलिए तारीफ करता हूँ कि ही नेवर लिमिटेड हिमसेल्फ टू एनी वन स्क्रिप्चर. ही रेड गीता एंड देन कुरान, बाइबल and all the good scriptures, even he read about Russian scriptures also. And he later on he wrote Gita in Gujarati also. Once in my society, there is a high-rise society in the park garden, we used to do yoga and all. Once on International Yoga Day, I invited one president of the society कि आप आना, and Gandhi जी का 2 अक्टूबर था. So he came. But 2 अक्टूबर का डे था, वन शुड स्पीक अबाउट गांधी जी. तो ही सेड आई डोंट लाइक गांधी जी. मैं कहीं उनको समझ में नहीं आया, तो ज़्यादा उनके बारे में बोलूँगा नहीं. तो मैंने उनको पूछा आपने गीता पढ़ी हुई है? तो गीता के वो बहुत बड़े प्रशंसक थे, काफ़ी इंडियंस हैं. तो मैंने उनको पूछा कि डू यू नो दैट गांधी रोट गीता आल्सो? सो ही वाज शॉक्ड कि ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है कि गांधी जी ने गीता पढ़ी, गीता लिखी. तो मैनी टाइम्स वी लिसन एंड वी स्टार्ट रिपीटिंग कि गांधी जी के बारे में, इसके बारे में, इसके बारे में. बट आई एज पर माई अंडरस्टैंडिंग अबाउट गांधी जी एंड अबाउट गीता, गांधी जी वॉज द ओनली पर्सन इन दिस वर्ल्ड हु रेड गीता एंड ही लिव्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू गीता. Many persons we read Gita, but we may or may not live according to Gita 100%, to the extent of 100%. But he was the person, as per my understanding, मेरे को जितनी समझ है. So it happens. Yeah, next slide, please. So developing self, if we decide that we need to develop ourselves, for example, if I talk about myself, 20 years ago, I used to be a shy person. So what to talk about in a gathering of so many people, I was not able to speak to, a few people. But something happens and we decided to develop ourselves. And so I believe that we can develop ourselves. Yoga, meditation, and all these self-help reading scriptures, it really helps us developing ourselves. It is true, it is true, it is true, and it really helped me a lot. Many psychologists said that nature को चेंज करना बहुत मुश्किल है, इंट्रोवर्ट ही रहता है, बट मेरे को लगता है मैंने उसको चेंज कर लिया है. Yes, next please. So these are the global sustainability challenges. We all know this. We will not be discussing this much today. We all know these are challenges: climate change, global warming. हम लोग face कर रहे हैं अभी last 30 days. We are facing each day is a more heater than the previous day. And 2023 was the hottest, and 2024 is going to break all records. Then we have problem: poverty, inequality, human rights. We will have technology and biotech disruptions in a huge manner in the future to come. We all know this. We are all leaders. The next three, the India and the world will be changing in each 3 years because of technology and biotech disruptions. And we will be continually having fears of new pandemics. And then governance to this transit from a carbon economy to net zero economy. It will not be an easy task. It will be very difficult. Tanya is into carbon only. She will be able to tell us more. This transition needs governance. Not only local governance, and international organizations needs to revamp themselves. And they are in the process of revamping them. For example, if we talk about World Bank, climate finance is the most important topic for transition, and World Bank, United Nations, they all need to be proactive. And then these conflicts going on for the last more than 1 year. And I read somewhere in the Russian-Ukraine war, around $1,000 billion have been spent so far. And $1,000 billion is a huge money. I believe, ज़्यादा तो मेरे को नहीं कह सकता इस बारे में, पर जो global south की poverty है शायद उससे दूर हो जाए, नहीं? We all have global south miserable life जीते हैं वहाँ पर लोग. This geopolitical conflicts happens because of our ego problems, nothing else. ये ego ही तो क्या है? This is nothing but ego, I believe. Yeah, next slide please. So then a few lines about leadership and sustainability. I believe that leadership needs to revamp themselves. We need to change ourselves. अब हो गई पॉलिटिक्स वगैरह, इलेक्शंस हो गया, प्राइम मिनिस्टर सब बन गए. नाउ लेट अस वर्क. There is no point criticizing each and other. Let us अपने अंदर के सेल्फ को हम जगाएं, हायर सेल्फ पर जगाएं. Let us move on because on us poverty, poor people depends on us. 50% of the people in the India and the world, they all maybe मैंने 50% ज़्यादा बोल दिया हो. They all depends on us only, on leaders only. All right, 50% शायद ज़्यादा होगा, but at least 40% people depend on the leaders in India and the world over. Yeah, next please. So few lines about the leadership, that we need to revamp ourselves, we need to change ourselves. Leadership, humanity, responsibility need to ensure that our actions are good for us and for others, for future generations. Next please. So leadership is not a static concept. It is an evolving and responsive approach to the agile world. So it is an evolving concept. I believe that if I decide today that I need to do something as a leader, and then my decision can lead to a change in myself, and in the change in society, in the change in the world. And in fact, if you see the world history, you will find the most important people की आप list बनाएं, you will find around 50 most important people in the world so far, or maybe 25 to 100. And अगर जो उन लोगों को हम निकाल दें वहाँ से, even 25 people को भी हम उन top leaders को निकाल दें, तो वर्ल्ड की शक्ल कुछ और होती, जो आज है वो नहीं होती. So it all depends on the leaders that world की आज क्या position है. It all depends on leaders. And I believe that if we decide, we all in this room and otherwise everywhere, anyone can develop himself or herself, because हम सबके अंदर ये है, हमको ये निकालना है बाहर. हम सबके अंदर एक विल पावर है, एक हायर सेल्फ है, एक हायर कॉन्शियसनेस है, एक ब्रह्मन है, एक गॉड है. उसको हम सबको निकालना है. When गौतम बुद्धा से किसी ने पूछा after his enlightenment, are you God? He said, no, I am not God. Just my consciousness has awakened. मेरी चेतना जाग गई है, मेरे को समझ आ गई है कि सब क्या है, दुनिया क्या है. तो जस्ट कॉन्शियसनेस को ही हम लोग को अवेक करना है. Then I believe Buddha was able to awake himself, Gandhi was able to awake himself, and other leaders like him, Vivekanand and all, they were able to awake themselves, their higher self, and they changed the world. They changed the world. अब क्रिटिसाइज करने को तो हम चाहें तो क्रिटिसाइज करते ही रहेंगे. मैंने टाइम्स मैंने देखा है कि कई बार हम लोग जब बचपन से कुछ चीज़ सुनते आ रहे हैं तो क्रिटिसाइज करना शुरू करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हेन वी वर यंग, we were not read about Buddha, Gandhi and all. So we used to say that when Gandhi said that, I read 20 years ago, I read one statement of Gandhi that renounce and enjoy. So 20 years ago, reading renounce and enjoy, I said, what does it mean here? How one can enjoy after renouncing? but I don't know. I mean, how you will take this line of me, because I lived a journey. It is true. It is true. When we are able to control our habits, bad habits, our some behaviors, and after controlling that, then when we are behaving in a good manner, then we realized, and then we enjoy it in a 100% more manner than the earlier. This is true, my dear friends. This is true. This is true. This change. This change can develop you, and you will have a wonderful feeling. हम जब बचपन में सुनते थे आनंद, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, कुछ संस्कृत में बोलते हैं सत्यचित आनंद. तो it really है. This is a concept है. Yes, next slide please. So I want to concentrate over here. I mean, I would like to have your inputs and thoughts. How we can involve youth, because youth ही है जिसको आगे रहना है. And अगर हम उनको अभी in the ESG committee in the last 15 months we did at least in more than 25 colleges we did youth awareness session. Dr. Supriya is here, Sanjay ji is here. Our ESG committee we did various sessions for the youth. तो youth को अगर हम involve करें, it can really help. And whether Dr. Kishan Kumar Sharma ji यहाँ पर है, he can advise us that whether organizations and educational institutions can have a tie-up. That because कहीं ना कहीं इसमें resources तो चाहिए. And then we can develop the youth, we can guide them. And if anyone from here from academia, Dr. Poonam is here. So do we have हम लोगों ने अपना, आप लोग तो सस्टेनेबिलिटी में है वो तो एक अलग बात है, पर जो अदर कॉलेजेस हैं नॉर्मल, डू वी हैव, हम लोगों ने अपने सिलेबस में सस्टेनेबिलिटी वगैरह को इंक्लूड किया है. क्लाइमेट अवेयरनेस में हम लोग क्या यूथ को अभी से अवेयर करें, आई डोंट नो. सो वी नीड योर थॉट्स, एंड इन द एंड वी विल ड्रॉ सम कंक्लूजन, एंड देन we may write a white paper for circulation and for sending to the concerned authorities. Next slide please. So homemakers. Now I live in a high-tech society. In my area में कम से कम 100 societies हैं. तो I tried my best. in the 2 साल पहले मैं उसकी मैनेजमेंट कमेटी में घुस गया अपना सोसाइटी की कि let us do something. तो बहुत बोलता हूँ वहाँ पर, कुछ भी करता हूँ, बट they don't listen to me. I mean waste segregation पे गवर्नमेंट ने एक बार वो नियम लागू कर दिया. तो उन्होंने आनंद फानंद में 1 महीने में उसको कंपनी को अपॉइंट किया, एंड दे वर स्टार्टिंग डूइंग वेस्ट सेग्रीगेशन. पर 3 महीने बाद माई मेट सेड कि ये सर इन्होंने पहले किया था, ये सब भूल गए, कोई कुछ नहीं कर रहा. दे आर नॉट डूइंग वेस्ट सेग्रीगेशन. तो इन द सोसाइटीज एंड ऑल we are totally unaware about sustainability. So can we involve them? Can we do something for them? Because youth, homemakers, कितनी population होगी? And then next slide please. Senior citizens. This population is 50%, I believe. And
women are nearly 50%.
Pardon?
Women are nearly 50%.
Yeah. but I am adding senior citizens also. In my society, I mean, the person when we retired, they say.
So 65% population is below 35, so I believe not 50%, maybe 30, 25%, 20%, 20-25%.
Okay, so point is, मतलब this is a huge population. First youth, then homemakers, then senior citizen. Senior citizen at the age of 60, if they say, particularly if they retire from government department and such type of companies, then कि दीपक यार समझ में नहीं आता क्या करें. मैंने कहा कुछ सोशल काम कीजिए, रीडिंग करें, एनजीओ में जाएं, तो कुछ दिन तक करते हैं वो. फिर अपना मेरे से एक सज्जन ने काफ़ी कुछ डिस्कशन किया, बहुत अच्छे से उनको मैंने समझाया. तो 3 महीने निकल गए उनके. 3 महीने बाद तक उन्होंने मतलब कुछ तो किया, फिर धीरे धीरे हट गया सब कुछ. और 3 महीने के बाद डेली उनकी तरफ से एक व्हाट्सएप मैसेज आना शुरू हो गया. तो दैट मीन्स कि उनको काम मिल गया कि आराम करना है, कि डेली एक व्हाट्सएप मैसेज भेजना है. एंड ही सेड दीपक जी मैं रोज 1000 व्हाट्सएप मैसेज भेजता हूँ. So whether we can involve them in productive work and this sustainability से climate awareness से अच्छा काम क्या हो सकता है. लेकिन उसके लिए आप सबका साथ चाहिए. You are all resourceful people. सब लोगों के कुछ ना कुछ कमेंट्स होंगे, कुछ ना कुछ आप लोग एडवाइस करेंगे. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. And then awareness in less privileged society. NGOs role, a few years ago before COVID, I worked in some NGOs and all. तो ज़्यादातर NGOs में बच्चों के लिए education, health and all, livelihood, we do care. I don't know in the NGOs now, how do we developing the less privileged children towards climate awareness, I don't know. We have from विश्व युवा केंद्र से आप हैं, क्या मतलब NGOs में आप आजकल कैसा रहता है? अपने टर्न पे आप ये कंटेंट बता सकते हैं जो आपके टर्न आई कि NGOs क्या अपना लेस प्रिविलेज्ड सोसाइटीज़ को हम क्लाइमेट अवेयरनेस करा रहे हैं?
Sure, so right. We are doing programs on water. We are doing programs on water sanitation and.
नहीं आप कर रहे हैं बस सारी NGOs whatever they are doing.
Yeah, we do programs in our state level program because we are doing programs in our around 25 states. तो 25 states में विश्व केंद्र के जो उदय शंकर सिंह जी हैं, he is country representative of FENSA network, that is Fresh Water Action Network.
No, I'm saying कि all the NGOs in the India, they are dealing with the children and the less privileged society, whether they are promoting climate awareness also.
Right, because we are doing health and hygiene practices in our slums. We have adopted 10 slums nearby Chanakya, और हम वहाँ पे उनको वॉश अवेयरनेस, क्लाइमेट अवेयरनेस, वहाँ के जो स्कूल्स हैं उसमें जाके हम वो हेल्थ एंड हाइजीन प्रैक्टिसेस और क्लाइमेट के ऊपर सेल्फ अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम्स कराते हैं.
Even we have organized 4-month certificate course on climate literacy with 500 students all over the India.
Yes, my point is because NGO caters to the less privileged society and they are also a huge number.
I don't think so, sir. Not all NGOs are doing this.
यही
I don't think so.
विश्व केंद्र and the NGOs associated with
Mukta, I mean you are doing, but I wanted to know whether all the NGOs are doing.
I don't know. It's not
Not
all.
all the NGOs associated with BYK, sir.
So they have their vision,
Yeah.
but some of the NGO are working on that.
No, here there are two things. One is creating awareness. One is also making those facilities also available for them. Like
Not-
you are,
not the
so that is
facilities,
also
sir. We
very
are creating
important.
awareness.
Telling someone
Yeah.
that this is to be done, not providing say sanitary
Resources.
all those resources, whatever
Yeah.
is required.
Yeah.
These two aspects are to be looked together. Then only the things will be implemented on the
Right,
ground.
right, sir.
So
That's very very important.
if sir allow us, I can say something about organization. You know the process very well.
हाँ एक सेकंड थोड़ा सा अभी मैं.
Yeah, but I can relate with the sustainability. That's
No,
why.
my point was जैसे आपने बोला कि in India all the NGOs are taking care of climate awareness because underprivileged society से वही deal कर रहे हैं, हम तो deal नहीं कर रहे हैं directly. So my point was that we need to discuss and write in our white paper to have a wider circulation. आप समझ रहे हैं? आप कर रहे हैं विश्व युवा केंद्र तो we all know that you are doing well. So anyhow, so we have.
दीपक जी, my point is अगर ये हो रहा होता है ना हम सब यहाँ नहीं होते थे.
तो ये इसीलिए we are here to discuss and to
That is
write.
what is my point.
To write in the end, मेरे ख्याल से आप भी
Because it
मैडम
is
भी इसमें
something
हमको
lack
guide
of
करेंगी.
awareness is something which is
Everyone,
very
we
much.
will have inputs from all. Let us by turn. ये एक स्लाइड हो रहा है बस. So other challenges नहीं, इससे पहले स्लाइड पे जाना. तो जो वर्किंग क्लास है, then few challenges है सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट में कि जो लाइफ के प्रेशर्स है, इकोनॉमिक इंटरेस्ट है, मनी, वी आर ऑल लिविंग अवर पर्सनल एंड प्रोफेशनल लाइफ, वी आर ऑल बिजी, सब बिजी हैं. तो सस्टेनेबिलिटी इज नॉट ए प्रायोरिटी, क्लाइमेट चेंज इज नॉट ए प्रायोरिटी. अनलेस until you are in sustainability. आप सस्टेनेबिलिटी में आए तो वो आपका जॉब है. But if it is not your job, if you are a income tax practitioner, कंपनी लॉ का प्रैक्टिशनर्स हैं, आप सीए हैं, कंपनी सेक्रेटरीज हैं, लॉयर्स हैं, तो मिस्टर पांडे कैन टेल अस कि whether this is a priority for them, and then political vested interest and others, and like no if you do not have any interest in life, तो मेरे को लगता है कि सस्टेनेबिलिटी तो क्या, उसको अपनी लाइफ में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है तो वो क्लाइमेट के करके बात करेगा. तो दीज आर सब फ्यू चैलेंज. लास्ट स्लाइड, एक स्लाइड और होगी इसमें. सो माय पॉइंट वाज कि अगर जब हम सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट में अपने आप को इन्वॉल्व करते हैं तो धीरे धीरे मेरे अंदर इंप्रूवमेंट आती है, एंड इट इज वाइस वर्सा. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. Ethical growth and integrity, legacy and impact. Next slide please, continue, because I want to listen others. Personal growth, improved well-being. Yes, next slide please. So the last is self and sustainable development is the key to a developed India and a better world, my dear friends. ये हम लोगों को डेलिब्रेट करना है. एंड देन जो अवेयरनेस को हम कैसे फैला सकते हैं, यूथ, होम मेकर्स, सीनियर सिटीजन्स, देन वी डिस्कस NGO and self and sustainable development. And but I will repeat that please. हमारे बीच डॉक्टर नीरज गुप्ता है, IICA से. वो ही इज हेडिंग द स्कूल ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस इन IICA. Can we humbly request him to please join the day, guys? And clapping for him up. So friends, thanks to all of you for joining this summit. I appreciate your wisdom to join this conference, because you also in your life, I believe, promote good governance in your life, in your organization. That is why this summit has interested you. So I appreciate your again wisdom to join this summit. And in fact, I welcome all the speakers. Few of the speakers have already arrived here, and the participants. So friends, good governance, we all know the government has given us a target to achieve Viksit Bharat, developed India by 2047, and we need good governance, we need ESG principles to reach that target. And whenever friends we discuss topics like ESG, responsible business, transparency, ethics, CSR, sustainability, a developed and better world, governance, good governance is the prerequisite for all for the responsible growth of a nation and a better world. And friends, governance and dharma both are mutually inclusive. If a person follows dharma, governance is spontaneous for him. But यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा धर्म and dharma is different. I will not go into detail, but dharma and dharma is different, and they may not be mutually inclusive. In dharma, we have various rituals. If we follow dharma, we are spiritual. So I believe if we follow dharma like Dharmaraj Yudhishthira, governance is spontaneous for us. And many times it is said that governance has to come from within. So that within needs to be developed with dharma. So let us develop. If we believe, I as a speaker always recommend that when these words, governance, ESG, responsibility, accountability, honesty, truth, non-violence, if these words do not click to my mind or your mind, अगर आपको लगता है कि इन वर्ड्स से मेरे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, तो you need to introspect your life, particularly when you are 50 plus. If you do not like these words, then we need to introspect. We need to meditate and learn these words, so that whenever these words came anywhere, I inspire myself and others. Because after reading so much the life of great people, I realized that dharma, governance, truth, non-violence, and goals, professional and spiritual goals. These are the key words for my success, for my growth, for my potential to come out. The human potential can come out only when we follow dharma and governance. And I believe that when we follow dharma, India, although a predominantly religious country, 95% we are religious, but we are not following dharma. If we have been following dharma, we would not have those crimes, frauds, scandals, violence, unrest, and all those words. In India and the world, both. Human beings are alike, चाहे वो इंडिया में रहते हो, चाहे वो बाहर रहते हो. So friends, so far we have managed to live a good life in whatever way in India and the world, but now the time has arrived. We are facing various challenges. We are facing climate challenge. Since the last week of June, we are continuously experiencing rains in Delhi. Continuously. In the month of September, yesterday, it was huge. It was raining very heavily. आप उसको टाल सकते हैं कि यार इससे मेरा क्या कनेक्शन है? I believe है. This carbon footprints I am generating is creating climate crisis situation. So we all need to watch our climate footprints. I attended a few big conferences. 500 उनकी एक target होता है कि 500 audience होनी चाहिए. And big conferences, and we have lavish lunch, everything lavish. And we are doing a conference on something like there is one fuel we blended with the petrol. Ethanol, yes. And they distributed a book of cost 5,000 rupees worth book. उसके बहुत thick book थी to each and every participant. So but the point is that we need to see that how much carbon footprint we are creating. And then after reading, after doing action, after doing various conferences, we need to take action. It is important to take action. How to take action? How take action लेने के लिए हम लोगों को अपने carbon footprints को कम करना पड़ेगा. We need to watch our foots. There are apps available which can guide us कि हम कितने carbon footprints generate करते हैं. In fact, one of my ESG committee member recommended me. मैं इस टाइम तो नहीं कर पाया, अगली बार करूँगा कि दीपक की ये आपकी कॉन्फ्रेंस से कितने carbon footprints जनरेट होंगे, उसको कोशिश करना कि उसको ऑफसेट करने की कोशिश करना कॉन्फ्रेंस के बाद. So maybe by tree plantations or something else, so that we can have more oxygen and it is a very innovative idea, and we will try it next time. So friends, we need to take action. It is very important. 50% of India is flooded at present. More than 50%. Gujarat is fully flooded. In Delhi, we are experiencing excessive rains. Yesterday I was reading in the Business Standard that the government is considering weather management. Predictions तो बहुत हो गया. Government says predictions तो बहुत हो गया. Now we will manage the weather. How? That if it is not raining, we will see how it can rain, and if it is raining excessively, we will see how it cannot rain. So this can also happen scientifically, maybe with the help of AI and all in the years to come. We do various conferences and we do various parties. Celebrities do various parties worth crores, and we generate carbon footprints. In our companies, in the top listed companies, Sanjay is here, Rakesh ji is here. We are implementing BRSR reporting, ESG reporting is there. But when we are as an individual, there is no ESG applicable to me. So as an individual, मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, मैं कितना भी खर्चा कर सकता हूँ, मैं कितने भी कार्बन फुटप्रिंट जनरेट कर सकता हूँ. बट एज ए कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर जब मैं जाता हूँ, वहाँ पे चेयरमैन हूँ, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर हूँ, तो बाय नेचर है सेबी की, बट एज ए इंडिविजुअल नहीं है. तो आई कैन डू लेविश पार्टीज एंड जनरेट कार्बन फुटप्रिंट्स. सो फ्रेंड्स, कॉल टू एक्शन में we recently did one roundtable conference and realized that जब हम conference करते हैं, we are professionals over here, but what about the other sections of the society? We are not including them, making aware. Like last time we discussed, homemakers, senior citizens, youth. They are more than 50%, 60%, 70% people. We need to make them aware about carbon footprints. हाई जो सोसाइटीज़ हैं जहाँ पर होम मेकर्स हैं एंड ऑल है, उनको वी नीड टू टेल देम. इफ आई लिव इन हाई राइज सोसाइटी, बट मैं उनको बोल के थक गया हूँ, दे आर नॉट कंसर्न. वेस्ट सेग्रीगेशन, वाटर, दे आर नॉट कंसर्न. वो नहीं सोचते. सो वी नीड टू मेक देम अवेयर. वी नीड टू डू कम्युनिकेशन, एडवर्टीजमेंट, we need to spread through FM radio. हम जब गाड़ी में हम सब सुन के आते हैं तो FM रेडियो में हम क्यों नहीं एडवर्टीजमेंट दे रहे कि कार्बन फुटप्रिंट्स के बारे में, क्यों नहीं कर रहे? राइट, रिंगटोन में भी हम कर सकते हैं, रिंगटोन में भी हम लोग कर सकते हैं. गवर्नमेंट एंड the other great leaders, they should do something that this awareness should spread as far as possible. In the last, my dear friends, consciousness, we need conscious leadership to move towards a developed India, to move towards a net zero in India and the world. Conscious leadership means the leader who knows कि मेरे एक्शन का रिजल्ट क्या होगा, and unconscious leader is who is not cared what my action will bring you. So conscious माने मैं जागा हुआ हूँ, and unconscious माने मैं सोया हुआ हूँ. So we need conscious leadership. And someone asked me in a gathering, what do you mean by consciousness? And how I can achieve consciousness? So friends, normally our life consists of our body and mind. We are slaves of our senses. So we need to transcend our body and mind and reach consciousness. This can be done with the help of meditation. आप अपने higher self को, the Brahman, the God inside you, उसको जगाएं. And that can be done with the help of meditation. And जब आप उसको जगाएंगे, then you will not do any mistakes in your life. जब आपके पास कोई लगेगा कि मेरे को कुछ करना है, when एक आदमी की consciousness जाग जाती है, that can be awake through meditation and other means, then he or she will not do anything, any wrong act in his life. And let me tell you, उसकी जो success होती है, वो unparalleled होती है. If we awake our consciousness. हम कई बार सोचते हैं ये consciousness इन सब चक्रों में पढ़ेंगे तो हम अपना वो success कैसे पाएंगे, materialistic चीजें कैसे पाएंगे. सक्सेस पैसा तो सबको चाहिए, बट ये सर मेरे ख्याल से ये मिसनोमर है. वंस यू अचीव योर हायर सेल्फ, योर हायर पोटेंशियल, योर हायर विजडम, योर हायर पर्पस, योर हायर मीनिंग, देन योर सक्सेस इज अनपैरेलल. आपकी सक्सेस के आगे कोई टिक नहीं पाएगा. जितने भी ग्रेट लीडर्स को सक्सेस मिली है आज की डेट में, अभी काउंटिंग कर लेते हैं, महात्मा गांधी से लेकर प्रेजेंट लीडर्स तक, दे आर ऑल कॉन्शियसली अवेक. दैट इज वाई दे वर ग्रेट, दैट इज वाई दे वर ग्रेट लीडर्स. सो फ्रेंड्स, लास्ट में मैं जैसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, कुछ और फ्यू ऑफ माय कॉलीग्स नो दैट एक्शन लेना है, तो एक्शन के लिए आई विल रिक्वेस्ट दैट ऑल ऑफ यू टू प्लीज स्टैंड अप एंड टेक ए प्लेज फॉर गुड गवर्नेंस. प्लीज, मैं एक बार निकाल लेता हूँ मोबाइल में. इतना स्टेट कर सकते हैं, मेरे को ऐसा ना दिखे सॉरी कि हम इसको carelessly कर रहे हैं. So we the participants of DMA Governance Summit solemnly pledge to uphold the highest standards of governance in all aspects of our life, personal, professional, and societal. In pursuit of a sustainable future, we pledge to adopt and promote sustainable practices, support ESG principles, encourage inclusivity, collaborate and engage actively. With this pledge, we commit to play an active role in building a developed India by 2047. One that is sustainable, equitable, and resilient. Together, we will drive the change needed to achieve net zero and create a future where humanity and nature thrive in harmony. Thank you, friends. Thanks for this bothering. Thank you. And now we will request Dr. Neeraj Gupta to enlighten us with some his views on governance.